make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now a second
Gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Of a yard there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jarrett. A short one here, caught by McBride. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jarrett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot release. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Throwing is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a thimp. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jarrett. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. It's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Touchdown, Dolphins! DK Metcalf from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Jarrett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Madubuike. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Jackson. This to Laporta, right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sam Laporta, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun on 3rd down, Jarrett. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Powering his way forward. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On second down, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw again is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Jackson now off the bootleg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Colby Parkinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down. Jarrett, pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded just inside the 20. There's a nice move. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens ready to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those. Touchdown!
Zay Flowers,
27 yards.
and the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And running with power here.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So now here come the Dolphins.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jarrett. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line. Akina flies. 1st down, Baltimore.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, here's Mitchell. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
149 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Miles Murphy
providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Jarrett. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Back to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run, Achane.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Trey McBride
from 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th-quarter deficit.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
This one not in the win column just yet, but on the road is the 6th seed. They are close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them. I'm like you. It's not over yet, but I'm going to go ahead and project here. Win this one. Think about the momentum now that you carry, right? You carry that forward. And look, home field's a big deal in the playoffs. But the really good teams, and we've seen it plenty of times in NFL history, they can go on the road and win. And a win here would allow them to do exactly that.
Of course, the road doesn't get much easier as you have to face the top seed next week, but they'll deal with that then.
Hey, they'll take this win and take on the top seed anywhere, because they're still in the playoffs and still alive for a chance at the Super Bowl.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
169 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Mitchell now off the option.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now Rodgers. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Miles Murphy, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Throwing to start the drive.
Jarrett. He'll dump this off to Achane.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Jarrett.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Jarrett.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. Operating from the gun. Jarrett. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Travis Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Jarrett.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jarrett. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They run over center with Mitchell. They find some open field here. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
A give here to Mitchell.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
First down, Baltimore.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From South Florida, good night, everybody.